Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. Happy Saturday. How are you guys doing? How is your weekend going? I hope you guys had a wonderful week and I hope you have a fantastic weekend. Let me know what y'all are up to down in the comments below. I would love to hear. And before we get started, please make sure to thumbs up this video and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I greatly appreciate it. And thanks for stopping by. Tonight, we are going to be watching, shout out realhorrortok. I really like this guy's channel. I think I did him last week. He posts really cool stuff. So shout out to realhorrortok. His information will be in the description box below. And as always, you guys, if you want me to react to something, please send it to the email address down below in the description box, and I may react to it. You can feel free to send me if you see any scary videos through the week, send those to me. I would appreciate it because it's hard to find scary videos that are actually interesting. So feel free to send some if you guys see any. But all right, y'all. Title of the video: 5 disturbing videos from around the internet. Volume 9. All right, y'all. Make sure Yep, we're good to go.
In February of 2025, in a hospital somewhere in the Ukraine, a soldier was brought in with a mysterious illness, and none of the resident doctors could initially pinpoint what it could be. So one of his fellow comrades began to record to document his symptoms, with his main complaint being that he felt like he couldn't breathe. That is until, in the conversation, he explains that he was bitten by a stray cat 4 months prior. And with this newfound knowledge, it was clear that he had rabies. And with 4 months for this virus to mutate, he was basically a walking dead man, leaving the doctors feeling helpless. Take a look.
Глоточек сделай, глоточек.
Я не могу глоточек сделать.
А чого? Боїшся чи що? Зроби глоточек.
Добре? Тут не надо.
Що не
говорить нічого, зараз
Я
настрою.
понял. Давай, настройся. Глоточек, не надо багато. Все, тихо. Сядь.
Андрей.
Фамилия, имя, отчество.
Фортун Андрей Васильевич.
А?
Фортун Андрей Васильевич.
А? Задыхаешься?
Да, задышка идет. У меня уже в мозгу, она просто...
Присядь. А чего ты задыхаешься?
Now it should be noted that rabies gives you the sense of hydrophobia, meaning fear of water. This is because drinking any liquid will result in painful spasms, because the virus accumulates in the salivary glands and it wants to be transmitted. And that's exactly how this poor man got infected. However, there is one procedure that rabies victims have found success in, and that's called the Milwaukee Protocol, where they put you in a medically induced coma in an attempt to protect your brain until your body can produce antibodies. And out of 70 attempts, this has only been successful 10 times. And even then, survivors required extensive rehabilitation and had long-lasting neurological issues, which is why rabies is the most deadly virus known to man.
Y'all, that scares the shit out of me because, for one, when I was pregnant with, I think it was my second kid, second or third, let me think. It was my second. I was at Dollar General and I was in the parking lot, and I remember I was by myself and I just got out of the car and I walked in, and I remember seeing a man outside with a dog, and he had the dog on the leash, and I was like, oh, that's a pretty dog. And it was a pit bull, and I used to have a pit bull growing up. I had dogs, and one of them was a pit bull. And we had him since he was a puppy. So he was very friendly, never attacked, never did anything. So I was like, oh, wow, what a pretty pit bull, you know. Never went up to the dog, didn't do none of that. Because you know what I mean? I don't do that to random dogs. I don't just go up to them. So I walked by and I just went straight in the store. But I just remember noting in my head, I was like, oh, that's a pretty dog. So when I walked out, I checked all my stuff out, and I walked out, and I was getting in my car. So who is standing right beside my car as I walk out? The guy with the dog. And I'm like, what the hell? Is he standing exactly like, he had the dog on a leash, but he was standing like, here's the two cars. Mine's right here. Here's the driver's side of my door. Here's his car. He's standing here at the back with his dog. So I say, excuse me, and I go like this to like turn sideways to get in my driver's side door. His dog lunges at my arm and grabs a hold of it here. Yeah, I still have the scar right here on my arm. Right there on my arm where his tooth dug down. He latched onto my arm and went like this and shook. And I can remember feeling the dog's whole body on my arm. Mind y'all, I'm pregnant. I'm like 5-6 months pregnant. So the dog is latched on my arm and just shaking. And it's completely off the ground. And I'm in like full shock mode. I'm like, what the hell is going on? And my instant reaction, y'all, and y'all ain't gonna believe this. My instant reaction, I laughed. Yeah, I laughed. I remember going, and the guy was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. He's usually never like this. He's never done this before. The guy kept saying. And I was like, it's okay. And y'all, I get in my car and I go home like nothing ever happened. And I'm bleeding all down my arm. My arm's a bloody mess. And I remember I'm just like, I'm so in shock and dazed that I'm like ignoring everything, all my symptoms. And I just remember when I went home, I instantly told my husband, I was like, a dog just attacked me at the Dollar General. And he was like, what? And I was like, yeah. And I showed him my arm. My arm has got blood all coming down it. And he's like, oh my God. He was like, you're pregnant. And I was like, yeah, duh. And he was like, you're going to have to go to the hospital. And I never even thought about it, but I had to get a rabies shot. Never even thought about it, you guys. Not even for a second was I like, oh, I need to go get a rabies shot. But I went to the hospital, and dumb me, the doctor told me, like, I told the doctor and everything, the ER doctor, what happened and stuff. And they was like, oh, you need to get a hold of Dollar General. Like, you need to find the guy and see if his dog has vaccines. Like, if his dog, and I was like, trust me, his dog has not been vaccinated. Because for one, it was like a homeless guy. And I could just, you know what I mean? I know the dog wasn't vaccinated. And nothing ever came of it. And I remember I had to call Dollar General and call like corporate. What I should have did was call a damn lawyer. That's what the hell I should have did. And that's where I messed up at, is I had to call Dollar General and do like the safety thing. And I had to fill out this paper, and they sent me a paper, and like Dollar General apologized for everything that happened. But I could have sued them for all that shit. And I never even crossed my mind to do that or nothing. But anyways, moral of the story is the damn dog attacked my arm. And yeah, I had to go get a rabies shot. But imagine if I wouldn't have done that, and I was pregnant. So yeah, I just remember being so scared, like paranoid the whole time after that. Like, even though I went and had to get a whole bunch of different shots, I was like, oh my God, just being pregnant and having to get the shots, it freaked me out because I was scared it was going to do something to the baby. And even though they said it wouldn't harm the baby or have any risk or anything, but it was just the fact that I was like, man, if your dog never, you know what I mean? Like, I had to put my baby and me at risk because of that damn dog that bit me. Yeah, that shit sucked. And yeah, to this day, I should have pressed the issue and at least got the guy. I mean, I just didn't want to get, it was weird. You know what I mean? I didn't want to get the guy in trouble. Like, I felt bad for him because he was homeless, and you know what I mean? Like, I didn't want to make it a bigger deal than what it was, but that's my rabies story for you guys for the day. Sorry.
In 2023, a Venezuelan drug trafficker named Ronaldo devised an intricate scheme to defraud his cartel superiors because he was tasked with transporting over $10 million in narcotics by boat. But when he arrived to the cartel with no narcotics, he explained how he was chased by the Coast Guard and had to dump everything in the ocean in order to get away. and due to his rank, they seemingly believed him. And while he was away, he returned to the dump site and retrieved all the narcotics and took them to a nearby Caribbean island, where he then gathered his men to sell it all and reap the benefits. That is until, according to sources, one of his henchmen told the cartel, and even after he changed his identity, they quickly found him, and in a cruel twist of fate, they tied him up to an anchor and drove him out into the deep ocean and dropped him.
No, they don't have this on video. Are you kidding me right now? Please don't do this. Oh my god. Oh my god, no. 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 Oh my god, no.
But that's not quite where the story ends, because Ronaldo didn't say anything in the video. In addition, the camera never pans out fully, and this led many to speculate that what if this was a way for Ronaldo to fake his own death? Because after his change of identity didn't work, this would be the next best thing. And if the men were loyal to him, he could have bribed them to set up the video and leave the anchor untied to him, and he could potentially be on some Caribbean island with no threat of the cartel looking for him anymore. But as it stands right now, he's considered no longer with us.
Nah, I don't believe that. He looked like
The
he
following
was scared
video
as shit.
was emailed to me. However, it didn't come with a source, so it's impossible to validate. And in it, the person recording comes across an abandoned house in the middle of the woods when a baby's cries can be heard echoing through the woods. And it definitely seems like whoever's recording is reacting to it by cautiously approaching. But it seems the closer he gets, the further away it sounds. Take a look. Now, while disturbing, it's hard to say whether or not this is a prank or someone possibly trying to lure them in closer. But my theory would be that of the lyrebird, because these birds can mimic almost any sound that they hear. I'll play a short clip, and then you can give me your thoughts.
Wow, I never heard of
On
those.
January 22nd of
Wow, what the hell? Then they call them lyrebirds? That's funny as shit because they're lying. Oh my god, I've never heard of that bird. That is crazy. That bird sounded just like a baby. But where the hell did the bird hear a baby cry? That don't even make sense. It was definitely a bird though, because they was out in the middle of nowhere. But where did the bird hear the baby cry?
2023, Nasalia Alma was working out alone in her apartment building when she saw someone at the entrance that she thought she recognized, and he motioned over to her to let him in, and thinking that he just didn't have his key, she went ahead and opened the door for him, and he almost immediately attacked her.
Oh hell
But with no one around to help her, she immediately went into defense mode, because what he didn't know is that Nasalia was an avid gym goer and extremely strong for her size. Using his weight, he managed to push her to the ground, where she put him in a headlock and dialed 911. The entire encounter was captured by security camera. Take a look.
Oh, I would have never ever
Thankfully,
went back
she
to that
managed to
gym.
get away unscathed. And as for the attacker, Xavier, he was quickly apprehended in less than 24 hours and charged with sexual battery, false imprisonment, and kidnapping. And during his interrogation, he admitted he had sexual intentions because he thought she was pretty. As for Nasalia, she's currently a personal trainer for other women and hopes that sharing her story will inspire others to take self-defense classes and to never give up.
What? He thought she was pretty, so he tried to attack her and
On February 13th of 2017, two young girls were walking a historic trail in Indiana on their way to a predetermined pickup spot where one of their fathers would be there waiting. This is when they came across an old railway bridge, which is a common attraction for the locals. But as they began to cross it, they noticed that they were being followed by a strange man. But with nowhere else to go, they pressed forward, quickening their pace. But he only seemed to be matching their pace. Feeling extremely uneasy, one of the girls began secretly recording to try to get the man on camera. However, Liberty and Abigail were never seen again. But this video would be key evidence in finding the attacker 5 years later. This video was hidden from the public as did not contaminate the case, but has recently been released in full. Here's that video.
I remember this story. I've never seen the video. Oh my God, look at the man right behind him.
See, this is the path that we go down. There's no path going there, so we have to go down here.
The case itself struggled to get leads until September 2022, when a misfiled lead was found. This tip was brought by Richard Allen, who said he was there that day and saw the two girls. But due to a clerical error, he was marked as clear.
No
The following
way.
month, he was charged with both murders. The video itself helped verify parts of his story, and while incarcerated, he admitted to the crime over 60 times. In addition, a spent bullet casing helped put him behind bars for 130 years, which he is now trying to appeal. But what angers me most is that some people are still advocating for his innocence, and I honestly hope he gets what he deserves in jail.
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me? Now, I don't know. Do y'all know? I heard of this story, but I've never seen that video. But I can't remember how the girls died. I know he murdered them, but how? I can't remember. Did it say that they found a bullet, so he shot them, or what? This is, oh my God, this is so sad. Like, you know, being kids, like, this is so sad because I can remember going into the woods, exploring, going on adventures with my friends, and we'd be by ourselves in the woods for hours. I mean, hours, all day. We would be in the woods. So I mean, you can't even be a kid now and go in the woods nowadays because you got weirdos like this following you around. Thank God that that girl had a cell phone on her to where she at least took the video of it. But man, it makes me wonder why she didn't call, not like, I guess because she didn't think it was a threat at the moment. Like when she just thought it was weird, so she recorded them. But it just makes me wonder like why she didn't dial 911. Or maybe she just, I don't know. It probably happened so fast and plus they're young kids. That's so sad. God rest their beautiful souls. Oh my God, that is sad. What a sad story. And this fucking weirdo creep, I hope he rots in jail. And he better get the shit knocked out of him while he's in there too.
If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching.
Dang, those were all really good. Yeah, that last story, terrible. That is so sad. Those poor innocent girls. Let me know what y'all thought of those videos down below. And if y'all stuck around this long, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Thank you guys for sticking around, and I will see y'all on the next one. I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend and go binge watch some of my videos. And if you have any scary videos or any videos you want me to react to, send it to the email address down below. All right, y'all. I will see y'all on the next one. Bye.